Racial battle fatigue is a systemic, racism related, repetitive stress injury. What racial battle fatigue basically helps us to understand is that racism is like a violent act. The body codes racism as violence. What I often say is that high blood pressure doesn't run in black families. Dealing with racism runs in black families as a consequence of that high blood pressure is the result. We know that black women who experience more racism are more likely to have asthma. So that's all about the society. That's not some type of genetic component. Genes don't operate that quickly in human beings. Physiologically, it can hurt women's ability to reproduce because you'll start to have all forms of diseases, um, from things that might promote high blood pressure that can cause problems with the whole process, prenatal process, delivery process. It can also hurt in the ability to conceive. So if you have a woman who is highly stressed, oftentimes when they're very stressed, their body just will not produce a baby. Or if they do get pregnant, they're more likely to have a miscarriage. We know that there's a problem in medicine when black women, for no other reason other than being black women, are 3 times more likely to have a C-section. They're much more vulnerable to not have delivery, full-term births. So that's problematic. They have to do trauma-informed care. So they have to realize that racism is real. It's not just in their head. That what their body feels is actually a stressor. And what we have to also understand is that trauma is not the event. So whatever that racist act was, that's traumatic. The body carries trauma with it. So as you grow older, you're still carrying trauma in your body. It's stored in your body until you can release it. And so that takes an effort. And that could be from being in a social group and working on that. Someone affirming your reality. It could come through yoga, meditation, right? Dance. In African traditions, groups will get together and dance, and movement is a way of healing. So, and that's in other cultures as well. So those kind of performative, what we call somatic kind of coping strategies are things that help the body and the mind. Black women are 2 to 3 times more likely to have a cesarean section. Um, However, that goes down if they have a midwife, right? So midwives automatically decrease the chances that you're going to have a C-section, right? So if you have a doula, a midwife that are working with you, that's a community. That's people coming together. We have to be more connected. We need to be more socially engaged. We need to have more movement in our bodies. It could be dancing. It could be whatever. If they go to church and they sing in the choir, singing with people is a great way to release trauma, movement. We have to eat better. We have to exercise. We have to make sure that we're not just always sitting in front of a computer or sitting on the couch. We have to be, more mobile. People know that they feel a certain way, but those who don't know the term racial battle fatigue and the concept, um, sometimes they just think it's themselves. You don't have to be a psychiatrist, right, to be informed, but you just have to be knowledgeable. So when you see these signs that um, basically tell you that there's something going on in a larger society that is contributing to your ailments, then you could say, You know, this sounds like racial battle fatigue to me.